welcome to Havant and welcome to UK Theme Park. We are here for our local fair and it is proper local to us, like literally on our doorstep. I don't remember the last time there was a fair here. It has been 10 plus years since I attended a fair here in Havant, which is surprising because it's a lovely big ground, there's plenty of space and it's going to be popular. I'll be very surprised that it hasn't been popular here. We're about midway through now, so we're not at the beginning of the fair. We've been recovering from illness, but we've decided we're coming out, Cody.
Yep.
We're coming out for a little bit of a ride. So it's Bensons here. Last time we caught up with Bensons was down in Horsham. I caught up with them in Horsham when I had that mad ride on the Extreme. And here they bought their Dodgems, the Frogs, a few juvenile rides. We've got the Big Buzz Miami, the Haunted House walkthrough as well. The Twister, that's a cracking Twister.
Yep.
You're going on that today. The Waltzer is here. That is a classic Waltzer. And also they're here with a turbo as well. So turbo's here, and we last saw that in, the ground's a bit muddy. The ground's definitely a bit muddy. We last saw that Shaylers?
Yeah.
I want to say Shaylers. Anyway, it was in Lancing anyway when we last saw the turbo cage. So that is another one that we will get on today. So we're going to head on some rides, take you on board, have a bit of a laugh.
Yep.
Yeah, let's do. Let's go get some tokens. We have our tokens, so we are going to get on some rides. Now, they do actually now own Shaw's Old Freakout ride, which isn't here. Unfortunately, I think it's on Blackheath, which is a shame because it is a cracking freakout. And of course, we no longer have the Extreme, which is a real shame because I absolutely love that Extreme. So we're going to go down the other end and we're going to start with Turbo and probably hit the Waltzer.
Yep.
Probably hit the Waltzer and then come back and do most likely Twister, maybe Frogs. We'll see. But as you can see here, there are a few juvenile rides as well. We've got the bouncy castle or slide to the right, nice little fun house, and of course the walkthrough over there, which I don't think we need to do this time, do we? No, we're going to go and head on here. So here is the turbo ride down here in Havant. Cracking cage. We love this one. Cody's going on board with this. I'm feeling a bit iffy today. So we're sort of going to take turns in rides. He's loving it. He loves a good cage.
Do you want to go faster? Okay, hold tight. Here we go.
Here we go.
Gentlemen, please sit back. Relax. Hold tight. Here we go. Gentlemen, please sit back. Relax. Hold tight. Here we go.
If you're going to Turbo, firm favourite here on the channel, isn't it, Turbo?
Quite quick.
Riding well today.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit rough. I am actually going to do the Waltzer and then Cody's I think is going to do the Twister. Quite like this Waltzer, so I'm going to hit the Waltzer.
Yep.
But riding well, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, certainly looks it. Lovely cage. Good to see it here as well. We know as a group they do have their own, but always good to see a familiar one, and that one is definitely a good one. So there is a good ride selection here.
Yep.
We're passing through. We're quite lucky because where we're local, we're passing through. I really wish the Freak Out was here, but We're gonna make the most of what is.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do something else. It's a classic walk for this one, a real classic. You certainly feel it, and it's quick as well. So fingers crossed, we'll get a good ride on this. I think we're gonna have a spinner. No one like a good spinner on one of these. Oh, here we go. Just the movement. I get a better spin. There we go. Got some pace going into the second half of this ride. Good solid ride on the Waltzer there. That thing, I tell you what, Cody, it's a bit like the Butlins one where it wants to go left.
Yeah.
Initially, and then when you give it a bit of a shove and you get it going, it goes. So I did have my own personal spinner, which was fantastic.
Yeah.
Personal spinner. So yeah, I can definitely feel it. I can definitely feel it in my neck, 100%. And the second half, you kind of like staggered a bit in the middle, and the second half got it going, and I just spins and spins and spins. Oh, I loved it.
Yeah.
Absolutely loved it. Now I think the last one we're going to do is the Twister, and the reason for this is it's a blimmin' great Twister. Like really good Twister. We've done a couple of amazing sets of frogs this year. I'm not really interested in the Miami, to be honest with you, today, and I think without Kurt we won't do the Dodgems either. No, because I do like Kurt for the Dodgems. Although I will say, look at them. They are a stunning set of Dodgems, these, undoubtedly. A stunning set of Dodgems. Look at the old bars that come down, I like those. Sort of much more modernised, looking fresh, Cody. But without Kurt, we want Kurt for this. We want Kurt for Dodgems. We want Kurt for Dodgems. So yeah, I think that we're going to head on the Twister.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think some Twister action is needed. So Cody sadly has got a headache. The case has given him a headache. I don't think he's done many spinny rides this year. Where he was ill, he missed out on all the... He missed out on a lot of the things we went to. Although he got to Roland's, he's missed out on all the theme parks, he's missed out on everything. So he's feeling it a bit. However, I'm not. And I love this Twister. Ah, here we go. So last time we did this when we went to Horsham last. Horsham's where I think we started with the Twister. It opened sort of, was one of the first rides open. I just remember it. I just remember it being such a good twister, and we weren't disappointed. So I actually have high expectations for this. I don't think it's going to disappoint me by any means. Any backward cycle on a twister is good for me. It is good for me. We've got nice headrests as well, so I can pop the head back. And actually, it's a little bit of a bonus that I don't have Cody squashing me. I won't lie to you. A little bit of a bonus. There we go. I can feel it. Feel the power of these. That's what I love about them. Oh yeah. So I wave at Cody. Does he look happy? I can never really tell. Just never really know with him. Never really know. So it's definitely nice to have the fair on the doorstep. He did say it hasn't been as busy as what they hoped it would be, and I'm really surprised about that because it's such a good location. It really is such a good location. There's so many houses around here. No, it's such a shame. Such a shame. I'm hoping it's been good enough that they will indeed come back. Bring the freak out as well. Please bring the freak out. But I'm definitely sure we will catch up with Benson somewhere else along the line. I'm guessing, to be honest, we will probably catch up with them in Horsham. Horsham is a massive ground for them and it's a really, really good fair. So I imagine that's where we'll catch up with Benson's next. But now we have a forward cycle. Woo. The music's cutting. Like a bit of music. Here we go. Oh, I can feel it now. Starting to get a pace on now. I can feel it. And the music's on as well. Means we're getting serious. Oh yes. Oh. Turbo draws round as well, looking fantastic in a distance. That was a ride on the twister, which I loved. I love coming to Bensons Fair, which is why we go all the way to Horsham for it. And it's just got some really, really nice machines. As I said, we're not going to be visiting quite as many fairs this year as what we have done in the past, or certainly not documenting as many. We will still be visiting, but we're not going to document as many on the channel. You know, there's a lot of things we're key focused on this year, which is going to be the theme parks and the constructions and new roller coasters. And we want to visit some new places, whether they be new fairs. We are 100% going to be visiting new grounds this year, and of course some new places as well. So yeah, we can't wait. We've got a big year ahead of us, or certainly a big year planned here on UK Theme Parks. And I hope you enjoy the fair vlogs, because we enjoy coming. We have. Bensons Fair is only here for, well, to be fair, it'll be gone by the time the vlog's up. This is the last weekend now that it's here. I really hope they've done well enough that they come back, because, you know, it's right on my doorstep. It's right on my doorstep. We've got Southampton Common to look forward to. We will be there. That has got an amazing, amazing lineup. And then I'd imagine then we have Southsea Common, which is walking distance from me, to look forward to. And that usually has an amazing lineup as well. But from Bensons, when you see the fair, make sure you stop. Doesn't matter whose it is, make sure you stop and make sure that you give them your support. Come and get on some rides. They always run to the max. None of this theme park rubbish, Cody. I will say the theme park flats are generally run awful. Get into a fair, experience the rides the best you can, and I'll tell you, this is exactly how you do it. But from Havant and UK Theme Parks, thanks for joining us here. We've had a good time. Yeah, we've had a laugh. We've done what we want to do, and we'll see you next time.